In today's video, I'd like to take you along a journey as I share my experience of coaching at our sport's most historic of majors, the Open Championship. As a proud Irish PGA professional, it was an absolute honour to have been selected by the PGA to coach at such a special venue for a major on the island of Ireland up in Royal Portrush for the Open last week. This video looks to showcase some unique insights of my time coaching at the event. I was there for 8 days in total, coaching from the first official practice day, which was a Sunday, right through the week until the following Sunday, until that final putt dropped. This covers everything from lessons delivered, detailed insights as to why certain technique adjustments took place in lessons and how we applied them, media duties, observations of some of the best players in the world going through their pre-round preparations ahead of each day, and everything in between. Sit back and enjoy. This was my time coaching at the 2025 Open Championship. Welcome to the Open. 4 words every golfer wants to see on a sign in front of them at least once in their life. Come with me to the Open. I'll be coaching at the PGA Swing Zone all week. A real honour to have been selected as one of only 24 coaches across the UK and Ireland to do so. This is our teaching zone on day 1 here on Sunday, the first official practice round day of the tournament. My station is on the putting green. We've got 8 full swing bays powered by Toptracer technology and a couple of chipping zones as well. Nice little bit of tidy up on Pat with this player here today. After coaching duties finished, headed out onto the range. A lot of the players were still travelling in from previous tournaments, either over in Scotland or America. Here we've got Shane, an Irish hopeful, and also Toptracer continues over at the range for the tournament players, tracking every shot hit on the range this week. Day 2 of coaching at the Open. Back again at the Swing Zone on Monday for the second official practice day of the week. Here was my spot, bay number 8, powered by Toptracer. You'll see my tripod in view, which always comes in handy as we apply some key technical upgrades to players' techniques. Also help produce some nice before and after images for these players to use as a reference post-lesson. Some really strong progress, and excited to hear how everybody gets on over the coming weeks. After coaching duties were wrapped up, headed out to watch some of the stars who had just flown in. Patrick Reed in view here with his caddy providing a nice barrier of where not to go in the backswing, something I quite like and use often with some of my own players when the need arises. Tommy Fleetwood here with his coach Phil Kenyon, Neiman in centre screen and Cameron Smith just behind him. Jason Day fine-tuning things on the short game, getting used to the links turf for the test at hand this week. And we also got to see some past Open champions in Phil. Who wouldn't be excited to watch Phil chip? We've got Francesco Molinari with his quad, leaving nothing to chance. And Xander Schauffele here, of course, last year's winner. You can see it gets quite dark here at this point behind Xander. And it wasn't long on from this that play was suspended for a threat of thunderstorms. Day 3 of coaching at the Open. This was Tuesday at the Swing Zone. Thoroughly enjoyed helping everyone who came through the door today. This player in particular, we worked on achieving a nice centre turn. You can see the enhancements that made to his shoulders now, which you could turn them from this point. The bowler drill here with the students. I love this for how well it sequences the lower half. You'll know I like this if you followed my page for a while. We had a cool visit from the guys at Sky Sports. Here they are interviewing Alan, who is head of coach education in Scotland and the main man for looking after all those coaches at the Swing Zone this week. After coaching duties finished up, headed out to catch some of the players continue their preparations. And one of the key takeaways I would say for anyone looking to improve their putting is make sure you copy these guys and practice with a purpose. No one hitting aimlessly to a hole, whether they're using a mirror station, a spirit level, with how prominent aim point has become. Adam Scott, again, you just caught at the end there using a mirror. Make sure you're practicing with a purpose. Here we've got on the range Aussie best mates Mark Leishman and Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith, of course, past Open champion himself. Be interesting to see if the Live star can get himself into the mix this week. Justin Thomas around the short game area. This is definitely a week. You can see him here with Scotty Scheffler as well, world number 1. A lot of work on the hands for the reps in the tour trucks, getting players, as you can see here with Scotty, getting his lofts and grinds dialed in for the test of links golf. Day 4 of coaching at the Open. This was Wednesday at the PGA Swing Zone. Here we are hammering in the details with this player having a more direct lead arm journey into impact. configuring the forearms at P1 for a draw pattern and utilising our body more efficiently into the follow through, along with maintaining our inclination to the ground as you work our way to the top of the backswing. After coaching duties wrapped up, headed out to catch the players in their last practice day before the tournament begins. Attendee numbers way up on the past few days. Fan favourite everywhere he goes, Tommy Fleetwood here with his signature drill station. Headed out onto the golf course then to catch up with a few other players in their prep. Ghost holes being thrown down, making sure all the homework is done for the pin locations across the next few days. Victor opting for an iron off the tee for positioning. Of course, a strategic play you'll see on plenty of holes on any links golf course. Some stunning views out this section of the golf course. As we zoom in, you'll notice DJ and Tony Finau, two powerhouses in the field, getting a practice round in together. Jordan Spieth, again, opting for precision off the tee with the iron. Not sure how many irons off tee boxes this man will go for. No surprise to see Bryson as last man standing closing out the driving range. Come along with me for day 5 of coaching at the Open. This was Thursday, the opening round of the tournament. Got in just before my coaching shift started, caught some of the players warming up, and quickly headed over to the 18th green grandstand. This was Phil Mickelson just after tapping in, and you'll see the weather was starting to get a bit nasty by this point. That rain hammering it down was my cue to head up to the spectators village, get some shelter, and get stuck into upgrading some golf swings. Great work with everyone that came through the door again. Some nice trail leg extension with this player, helping the transfer of some energy into impact. Some nice leg structure improvements with this player also, giving him more width and more power. A nice tidy connected follow through with a lower exit for this gent. And overall, again, just as every other day has been, some really strong strides made with every player, with every club in the bag. Join me for coaching at the Open on Friday. Slick bag by Callaway for this week, by the way. Got a chance to check out Captain USA Keegan Bradley's warm-up as he worked his way through his preparations ahead of round 2. Hung out with PGA Master Coach Denise Hastings as we watched some of the players go through their pre-round routines on the putting green, dialing in one of the most important scoring clubs ahead of their rounds. And then I had to leg it straight up to the teaching bay for one of my busiest days of the week. In between lessons, I had the privilege of stepping in front of the camera for an interview with Glenn Muir. If you've been in with us for a lesson for any of the days this week, you will likely have spotted that Glenn Muir are the official clothing apparel partner of the PGA coaching staff team this week. And the rest of my day here on out was then spent on the other side of the camera, hitting record to analyse some golf swings. Rounded out this golfer's upper spine just a touch, putting his eyes then in a spot to access foveal vision. Sounds complex, simply means we can look out the middle of our eye socket from this spot, which improves our depth perception. Important for a golfer, of course, meaning if we've got better depth perception, we can control where that club strikes the ground. As you can tell here, we were working on the takeaway with this player. Left shoulder down was the cue on the way back, right shoulder down on the way through. Coaching on Saturday at the Open. Come along with me and check it out. Straight through the gates and headed over to the short game facility. Caught a bit of Victor Hovland warming up from the sands. Nice effort here. He'll be hoping to take that to the golf course. Tommy Fleetwood, for sure, outside of the Irish, he has got the biggest cheers this week from the crowds. Justin Thomas, another fan favourite all the same. Aaron Roy, alongside his coach, Piers Ward, who you may recognise from Me and My Golf if you're big into your YouTube. And the rugby was on display in the Spectator Village. That should be a good sign for anyone hoping to catch the Cork Tipperary final on Sunday. And then it was straight up to the swing zone for a busy day of teaching. This player had the Olay swing, as Tiger Woods used to call it. Typical good junior golfer issue where the hips fire too fast and they get stuck in the downswing. Improved version on the top here, much better sequenced lower half, much more compression and far more control of their ball flight. The bowler drill here for this lady golfer, already a low handicapper, and this will help take her certainly to the next level again. Coded the trail arm for this player to build in some external shoulder rotation to get rid of some steepness in the downswing. Some nice progress from this lady too as well as we fine-tuned her follow-through for more consistent strikes. Join me as I coached at Sunday of the Open. Justin Rose showing off with a one-handed only chip and drill. That was actually my first ever instructional video posted on my YouTube channel years ago. Feel free to check that out. Harry Hall with a touch of class over the bunker. And from the bunker, live star Lee Westwood. Headed then quickly up to the swing zone to start my coaching shift for the day, and I must say it has been an absolute pleasure helping golfers from all over the world who have flown in to watch some world-class live golf here at Royal Portrush. There's been some impressively strong foundations built for a lot of golfers that came through the door, and I look forward to layering things and continuing things further with them when they return back to base, which will be possible thanks to the power of online coaching, which I use for my clients through the Skillest app. For full details of what online coaching looks like with myself, check it out on my website, seanmarksgolf.com. I'm sure no doubt you've likely been inspired by watching world number one Scottie Scheffler do his thing this week and dominate his way to victory. A massive congratulations to Scottie, world number one and now champion golfer of the year.